Our reading today from the Gospel of Matthew summarizes all the teaching that Jesus gave in his public life. It's a list of Beatitudes. It begins a long series of teachings that Jesus gave on a mountain. The section's called the Sermon on the Mount, and it extends for 3 chapters in Matthew's Gospel. You can tell that this reading is important because it takes place on a mountain. Physically, of course, a mountain is a place where you can see everything. And in Jesus' time, God often spoke to his people from a mountain. You remember the story of Moses. So Jesus takes his disciples up onto a mountain and begins to teach them there. Now, the first thing you should notice about Jesus' teaching is that it's a blessed teaching. The Beatitudes are teachings that bring blessings. Blessed is the poor in spirit. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are the merciful. Blessed are the peacemakers. The blessings make you a good person, certainly, but they do more than that. They lead us beyond what we see and what we are. They lead us to the blessed life in the kingdom of God. Another thing about Jesus' teachings is that they're meant for everybody, not just for a few, not just for a one nationality or one race, not just for the people of his own time. They bring blessings to all, and not only to us personally, but to the whole world. And that's what the gospel next week will tell us. You are the salt of the earth. You're the light of the world. But let me take a few seconds and speak about the first two Beatitudes we hear today. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And blessed are the meek, for they shall possess the land. Now, these Beatitudes are often misunderstood. Being poor, being meek, doesn't seem to bring you much, does it? In fact, they seem to take your life away or take your individuality away. But when Jesus speaks to the poor in spirit, he's speaking to those who are seeking, those who feel they're missing something, those who are looking for more. And it's not just a lot of things or money or pleasures that they're looking for. It's more than that. So Jesus says, if you're poor in spirit, if you're looking for more, I'll give you more. In the same way, being meek, it doesn't mean that you're afraid of everything and that you want to hide in a corner. No. The meekness Jesus speaks of is humility, which is another misunderstood word. It's the strength to live in the moment, which is often very plain and unexciting. Meekness, in that sense, is the willingness to get up every day, go to work and go to school and be part of the ordinary world, that you're not the star of the show or the Top Gun, but you're like everybody else. So live each day. Live the life that's yours each day, Jesus says. And you can inherit the land. But start with the little piece of land where you live now. It's a sad thing, but a lot of people today are giving up on the teachings of Jesus, aren't they? They don't see how blessed they are. Say that's old stuff, doesn't mean anything, doesn't apply anymore. They don't want to go up to the mountain to hear him. They don't believe in mountains anymore. They'll say, I can figure it out myself, or I think I've found something else, something better. Or the saddest response, I don't think there's anything out there anyway. So this Sunday is a good time to ask ourselves how we look at the teaching of Jesus. What does it mean to be merciful? Me to be merciful, for me to be a peacemaker, to be pure of heart, to suffer persecution. For the next 4 Sundays, the Gospels are from the Sermon on the Mount, so it's a good time to look at that great part of the Gospel. Might be a good time to take up a Bible and open up to the 5th chapter of Matthew, and like the disciples, try to listen to what Jesus says. They must have questioned him, but so can we. And let's ask him to speak to us. Speak, Lord. Your servant's listening. And he'll bless us with his wisdom and his life.